Hi guys. I have been kind of a bad business owner lately. The past couple weeks I've just been really busy with launches. I had the Cozy Hobby Collector hoodie launch, and then even before that I had the Spring Bee cross-stitch kit launch. And I've been really busy trying to make YouTube videos and make content, and I also started a Patreon, which I am so excited to announce. So many of you guys have been asking me to start a Patreon, and I finally did it, and honestly it's been so much fun. I was extremely nervous to start it, but I set up 2 tier options to start. The first option is the Pastel Peppermints tier. You get exclusive behind the scenes content and first look at things before I announce them on Instagram. I also have a monthly podcast that you can listen to while you're driving or crafting, or just, if you have some free time and you want something to listen to. And I'm working on creating a little community chat because I want this to be a cozy, crafty, and inclusive space for you guys. I do want to have announcements and stuff for my business, but I also just want you guys to get value out of it. For my colorful cupcake tier, you get voting privileges and access to polls. I plan to be asking you guys a lot of questions about what color should I do or what design do you like. I really just want a way to ask your opinions of everything. We've also already started making a giant pattern suggestion list, which is really cool. So every Friday when I design a new cross stitch pattern, I can go over to the list of your guys' suggestions and I can pick something from the list and work on it as a new pattern. Colorful Cupcakes are also able to suggest topics for the podcast. So I'll be asking you guys at least once a month what topics you want me to cover, if you have any questions that you'd like me to answer. And last but not least, this is my personal favorite. Your name, just your first name, will be in the credits at the end of all of my YouTube videos. I just feel like it's a really nice way to see that you're actually part of the community, you're part of me, you're helping my business. So if you like me and you like my content and you want to support me as an artist, I would absolutely love if you went to Patreon and checked it out. I will leave a link for it in the description down below. But as I was saying, I've been so busy the past couple weeks just trying to do so much for my business, and I've really been neglecting a lot of the boring business tasks. There's 2 sides to running a business. There's the fun aesthetic side that you see on social media where it's oh, I'm packing orders and I'm making custom packaging and I'm having launches and I'm designing new products. And then there's running a website, answering emails, problems, customers complaining. That's the area that I've kind of been neglecting. There's been a few changes for my business that I've been wanting to make for a long time, and I think today is finally the day that we're going to make them. The biggest one that has been bothering me, I have really been wanting to update my website. Let me show you guys what my website looks like right now. So this is what my website looks like right now. It's fine. There's really nothing wrong with it. Last night I was playing around with this add to cart button because I've been trying to find a way to make it easier for people when they're shopping for multiple cross stitch patterns to just add a bunch of them to their cart instead of having to click on each product, go to the product, then click add to cart, then go back, and it's just a more difficult process. So I figured that it would be easier to have this little add to cart button. But in general, I would just love to give my website a little bit of a refresh. I really haven't been doing a whole lot to it. And then when you scroll down here, I have these little banners that say shop patterns, needle minders. Yeah, I have this banner for my spring shop update, but honestly, this banner is kind of outdated because the cross-stitch kits have all sold out, so there's really no point in me keeping a banner on here advertising the cross-stitch kits because you guys can't get them anymore. So the shop patterns one is still cute, but I think I might make a new banner that's a little bit more updated. I also have the collections down here so you guys can shop by each collection. And I have my Etsy reviews as well. I'm not sure if there's a better way for me to display reviews because I don't really have a review system for my website specifically. I just take the reviews from Etsy. But it's kind of nice because these reviews, you can see they're from real people and you can see that they're recent. So I don't know, part of me kind of wants to have curated reviews, pick I don't know, 3 of my favorite reviews that are really nice and really well written and just put those on my page. But down here I also have this Join Our Stitching community, and I made a little banner with a bunch of patterns that you guys have made of my designs that you guys have all stitched, and this just brings me so much joy. This is just the best feeling in the whole world. So I absolutely love this, and I think it's a really nice thing to put on my website to show anybody can cross stitch. I have a plug for my YouTube channel down here. I have a little about me section, and I have a frequently asked question. So that's what we're working with right now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to update it. Come take a tour with me of my new website. I am so happy with how it turned out. I've really cleaned it up quite a bit, and I just feel like it's more simplified, it's more straightforward. It should make the purchasing process easier, and to be honest, I feel like it does a really good job now of explaining exactly what you can expect when you come to my website. So starting with this banner that I made, it says cute and colorful cross stitch, free startup guide with every pattern. If you scroll down a little bit more, now I have my new arrivals, and all of my new cross stitch patterns go here. I've redone the font so that it looks a little bit cuter, and I did this like multicolor text. I don't know, I think it's really fun. I think it's cute, and it kind of matches the Colorfully Sarah shop thing that I have going on, so it's cute. Ooh. Oh, we just got an order. That's so exciting. The website's working already. And it was for multiple patterns, which is good. That's exactly what I'm trying to talk about right now. That's so funny. So this add to cart, I think it'll make it a lot easier. So instead of having to actually click on each individual product, you could just add to cart from the main screen, and then you can just like add a bunch of them like really quickly. I redid my spring shop update banner because I still want to advertise the bee needle binders, but I just couldn't advertise the kits anymore because the kits are gone. I have my little collection section down here with the kits, patterns, and needle binders. I added this little section of over 800 5-star reviews because as much as I love these recent reviews, some of them are kind of repetitive, but I kind of wanted to put some reviews where some people wrote a little bit more up here. I am so happy with how the new website turned out. I really like how simple it is. I like the color scheme. I feel like it's a lot more cohesive now than it was before. Now my website finally matches the rest of my branding. I've definitely showed you guys a few times, but if you're new here, I recently redesigned my business cards, and now it's like the same shade of purple that's on my website, and it's the same type of purple with the little scalloped edge at the top that's on my website, and now it all matches. It's all cohesive. It feels so nice to finally have this item off of my to-do list because it's been something I've been wanting to do pretty much since I started my website, and I'm just so happy that it's finally done. I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to sit and go through all the patterns, because what I would like to do is I would like to make sure that the word digital is in the title. If people buy like 1 or 2 patterns and they're nice about it, I usually give them a refund. But the problem is the patterns can't be returned to me. So if you buy 10 patterns and you say, oops, I want my money back, you can't return it to me. They're like, it's a download. And I feel like a lot of people do that just to try to scam me because they want free products. And they're like, oops, I didn't know. Like, you cannot possibly tell me that you saw a $4 product listing for a cross-stitch pattern and thought, I think the artist is going to sit there for 60 hours and stitch me, stitch by stitch, a custom cross-stitch piece just for me and mail it to me for $0 shipping. You are going to get a digital item in your email. It frustrates me so much. I try to be patient. I know that people don't read, but I feel like digital needs to be one of the first words in the title. I think what we need to do is today, I'm going to quickly take my laptop and go through all of my listings and add the word digital to them. Okay, so I've gone through every single listing. Luckily, Shopify had a really nice bulk edit option. I still had to go through one by one, but instead of like waiting for each loading screen, it was all just on one big spreadsheet, so I could just go through and add PDF, so just copy, pasted PDF, 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 PDF at the end of every single title. And then I also added digital. So instead of Rainbow Crayons cross-stitch pattern, now it says Rainbow Crayons digital cross-stitch pattern PDF. I cannot explain to you guys how good it feels to finally have things that have been on your to-do list for like a month get checked off. On that note, I'm going to head over to Notion and start to work on my content planning for YouTube and Instagram. But I don't know if I've ever given you guys a full Notion tour. It's free. This is not sponsored. This is just how I make my schedule, how I label things. So come on, I'm going to show you. This is my Notion homepage. I actually did not create this from scratch. I started with a template that I got from another small business owner. Her name is Jen, and she has a YouTube channel as well. I will leave a link for her channel in the description, as well as a link to download her Notion template. So this template was hers to start with, but I've made some modifications to it, and honestly I've changed some of the images, so I don't remember exactly what I've changed, but you can get something pretty similar to this if you download her template. So I have a little section on my Notion that has my 2025 goals. I'll probably have to blur it out because there's some spoilers in here of things that I haven't announced yet. Now this is looking kind of sad, but this is my monthly content calendar. I swear, normally it looks more full than this. I'm gonna have to edit it and put some stuff in. But this is basically how I add what I'm gonna do each day. I go and I add a new item, and I'll usually say something like, maybe I'll do something like this. Maybe I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna make a cross-stitch reel with like ASMR sounds, because people love those. And then I can put the tags for it, which I've created myself, ASMR and cross-stitch. And then that way, when I look at my content calendar as a whole, it kind of helps me see what type of content I'm posting each week, and it helps me maintain a balance, because I don't want to be posting too much like ASMR content or too much salesy content or too much inspirational content or anything too much about my business. Like, I really try hard to balance everything that I post about. So this is kind of just how I do that. And every morning when I wake up, I check this calendar, and it really helps me figure out what my plans are for the day. So it's kind of sad right now. So we're going to sit and we're going to edit it together, because we got to fill this out a little bit. My Notion plan is all set up now. Recently, I've been posting on Instagram probably 4 times a week. I do 3 reels and 1 carousel post. I know a lot of people recommend posting at least 5 times a week on Instagram, but I feel like 4 is the most I can manage right now, especially trying to balance YouTube as well. The last thing that I want to do for this vlog, and I haven't done it in a while, I used to be really good about it, I want to do just a little bit of gratitude journaling. It's a habit that I used to be really good about, but ever since I started my small business, I've really been slacking. I think it's just such a nice way to like reset your mind and really just take time in your day to think about things that you're grateful for. I will be honest, this is something that I kind of do daily without the journal. I think that's one of the nice things about cross stitch, in my opinion, is once you learn how to do it, it's really mindless and it just gives you time to think. So I think the perfect end to this spring reset vlog would be to do some cozy gratitude journaling. This is my gratitude journal, but I'm going to take a couple minutes and fill out 1 page. I feel like gratitude journaling is a great way to get started with journaling if you don't really know what to write about, because it gives you prompts, which is really helpful, and it kind of just encourages you to reflect. But compared to where I was a week ago, I already feel so much better about my business. I'm so happy that my website is updated. I'm so happy that we added the add to cart button. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. And an extra bonus thank you to all of my amazing supporters that I have over on Patreon. You guys are the best, and I have the best job in the world, and I'm so truly grateful for you guys. I will see you in the next studio vlog. Bye!